Well, Mother's Day is this Sunday, and NBC special anchor Maria Shriver had a chance to recently talk to two women who are giving moms a kind of a special microphone. Maria, good morning again.
Good morning. Nice to see you. Well, motherhood is just one of the many jobs that women juggle today. In fact, recent numbers show that 60% of women with children under the age of 5 also work outside the home. And while we all know that motherhood is fulfilling, it's also complex and stressful. Well, two moms recognize the need for women to come together and express themselves.
Where's Mommy? Where's Mommy? There she is!
It's a simple concept.
Is she awake? Is she awake? Is she awake?
Stories about motherhood.
A moment we rarely get. A moment where we get to experience what it's like to have a child who's a little bit different.
Written and performed by real-life mothers.
Your family has been in a car accident.
Each story strikes a chord because they are real.
However, your sons, Maurice and Roger, they didn't make it.
There's so much to motherhood that you really can't even understand until you become a mother.
Created by friends Lindsay Cavett and Jessica Cribbs in 2008, Expressing Motherhood was a way for these new moms to feel less isolated and more connected.
Well, originally, I kind of thought it was just going to be a creative outlet. Immediately, what I've noticed is it was just a community where women desire it.
What are women expressing to you about motherhood that surprises you?
I'm always just surprised that people will share these intimate experiences on stage. I sit backstage and I'm just thinking, I can't believe that people are doing this.
Expressing Motherhood exposes the power of a story.
And while everyone else was reading What to Expect When You're Expecting and signing up for Lamaze, I was reading How to Tell Your Child They're Adopted.
Struggling as a first-time mom, Nicole Blaine was encouraged by a friend to attend a performance. She felt an instant bond.
And I cried and I laughed. I said, I need to be a part of this. And
Why?
So,
why did you feel like you needed to be a part of it?
being able to do a show where people come together and just love each other. I don't know, it's kind of like trying to feed the human spirit. And I think that's what motherhood can do for people.
Does this dress make me look pregnant?
But it was Nicole's second performance while 9 months pregnant that sent her life in a new direction.
And I just wanted to do funny. And I had always been too scared to try stand-up comedy, but they created a place that I felt like I could try it. So ever since then, I've been doing stand-up comedy.
It changed the trajectory of your life.
It altered my life.
For some reason, when you get up there, it's just this very accepting environment.
What they've created is a community, a modern-day village where women come together face-to-face, unplug, and encourage each other forward.
What do you think your show is doing for motherhood that perhaps your own mothers didn't have?
I think that you didn't share as much back then, and not sharing is such a heavy burden to carry. In the media right now, we're saying we're overexposing ourselves. Some people are saying the mommy bloggers are doing that, but I think we tend to hold things too close.
Even if you're not willing to get up and share on stage, it helps somebody who can hear that I'm not alone.
It's hard not to feel like a failure or to blame yourself.
What are your hopes for expressing motherhood, and how do you hope it affects the way society looks at motherhood?
I would just hope that Expressing Motherhood would just be everywhere to give people a safe place to express motherhood.
Well, Lindsay and Jessica say, like all mothers, that it's a gift to be able to be heard, seen, and most of all, to be respected. Savannah?
Absolutely. And Maria, I know, of course, you had a very close relationship with your mother, and you actually partnered with P&G, a company that gives to a lot of organizations, including your own. You gave an interview recently, talked about your mom. Let's take a look.
My mother was a force of nature. Growing up, I never saw anybody like her. She had kind of wild thick hair. She wore men's pants. She smoked cigars. She worked. She played tackle football. She was a competitive, forceful, free spirit. And she changed the world. Of course, she started Special Olympics, and she started it because she saw how much mothers who had special needs kids were actually struggling. So that was the impetus for her to start Special Olympics. And Procter & Gamble has the Thank You Mom campaign, which was with the Olympics. So if you go on their Facebook page and you share this video, they'll actually contribute $1 to Special Olympics. So I was really pleased to be able to partner with them to celebrate mothers all over the country, all over the world for that matter.
And I love how your piece is showing how some moms are having a voice, and it's also great to give voice to how we feel about our moms.
That's right, and I think it was those girls were really so excited to be able to show their work and be able to give a platform for moms to tell their stories, because everybody, in fact, wants to tell their story and wants to tell the gift of motherhood. So I hope people will go on and look at this video about Mommy and think about Special Olympics and these heroic mothers.
Well, Maria, it's always good to see you. And on the note of remembering our moms and talking about our moms, we want to remind you that if you want to go onto Twitter and tell us why you love and respect your mom, you can use the hashtag #TodayLovesMom, and we're going to share some of your responses on Friday.